Hey, what's up? Bowser Balls back with another quick video on US and China travel. A small article I found today. And I also have an article from the NIA WeChat group that I found that somebody sent to me. I had it translated into English, so I'll read that off after I read this article. But this is some good news, Hopefully there's some hope of travel opening up between US and China. So the article says China to require negative COVID-19 test results for U.S. visitors. China will require visitors arriving on flights from the U.S. to obtain a negative test for the COVID-19 virus before boarding starting up September 15th, according to a statement at the China's embassy website in the U.S., posted on September 4th. The test must be taken within 3 days of departure. China, or as Trump likes to say, China. The early global epicenter of the pandemic is generally considered to have brought the spread under control. By contrast, the U.S. had more than 51,000 new cases on Friday, according to figures on the New York Times website. Experts are worried that domestic travel during the long Labor Day holiday would lead to a new spike in September and help fuel a twindemic during the coming arrival of flu season. Flights between the U.S. and China, two of the world's largest trading partners, have been substantially reduced since the pandemic began. U.S. carriers currently flying to China include Delta and United. Now, this is some good news. America and China definitely need some of the tensions to be relieved on any front. So, to me, this is some good news. For me, it's just showing some hope that America and China are working together for the travel industry, and I really need this as well as many others. We need this to come into fruition because we need to get back into China. I, for one, need to go back into China to see my soon to be wife and my Chinese family. Like, this is crazy. I haven't seen them since November, so this is a sign of hope that I'll be able to go in there soon. Yep. So now I'm going to read off this article I got from the NIA WeChat group. I'm going to put the link in the description, so if you want to check out the original source in Chinese, you can on your own. I'm going to tell you what it said right now. On September 4th, the Chinese embassy in the United States issued a notice on the full implementation of nucleic acid testing measures for passengers traveling to China and the U.S. The following is the full text. About the full implementation in the United States. Notification of nucleic acid testing measures for passengers arriving to China. In order to ensure the health and safety of international travel and reduce the risk of cross-border transmission of the epidemic, according to the Civil Aviation Administration of China, the General Administration of Customs, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs jointly issued on flights to China with the new coronavirus nucleic acid negative certificate boarding notice and the latest requirements of the relevant departments after comprehensive assessment. The U.S. Embassy and Consulate decided to fully implement the U.S. passenger nucleic acid testing measuring in the United States on September 15th. The specific requirements are heeded as follows. First, the scope of implementation. Chinese and foreign passengers traveling to China on direct flights from the U.S. must complete the new nucleic acid test within 3 days of boarding and board the aircraft with a green health code or a statement of health status marked with a negative nucleic acid test. For example, if your non-flight to China departs on October 10th, you should provide proof of negative nucleic acid testing dated October 7th to 10th. Chinese and foreign passengers traveling to China on commercial flights from the U.S. through third countries or regions shall continue to be valid with the requirements of the Green Health Code and Declaration of Health Status of the HS logo of the tie on the basis of a negative nucleic acid test. For more information, please refer to the official website of the Embassy in the United States. Please note, on September 15th, Chinese and foreign passengers transiting to China from the U.S. through a third country or region are required to provide a valid nucleic acid test negative certificate within 3 days of boarding the last flight to China. Sorry if I really sound as if I'm reading this off of something, because I literally am reading it off the translation, so forgive me for that. From a third country, Chinese and foreign passengers traveling to China by direct transit from the U.S. shall board the aircraft on the basis of a green health code or a statement of the health status of foreigners within the HS logo, reviewed by the Chinese embassy or consulate in that third country during the validity period, respectively. If you do not meet the boarding conditions to transit to the U.S., you will face a very high risk of detention or even be returned to the point of departure. Oh. From 12 a.m. September 15th, the practice of Chinese passengers boarding with a 14-day health code no longer applies to passengers traveling to China on direct flights from the U.S. and from the U.S. through third countries or regions. Arrangements that did not require foreign passengers traveling to China on direct flights from the U.S. to obtain statement of health status no longer apply. Second, the HS logo of the Green Health Code health declaration process. Chinese citizens are required to apply for a green health code with the HS logo of the Thai. Chinese citizens shall, within 12 hours after obtaining the nucleic acid test negative certificate, declare their personal situation and upload the nucleic acid negative certificate according to the territorial area where the testing institution is located. Through the international version of WeChat, Procedures for Epidemic Prevention and Health Code. In general, embassies and consulates in the U.S. can complete the review within 24 hours of the nucleic acid test certificate being uploaded. Part of the test proof needs to be verified with the testing institution. The review time is extended accordingly. Upon review by the embassy and consulate in the U.S., the person concerned will receive a green health code with the HS logo. Health code expiration date is automatically generated by the system, unified displayed as Beijing time. So they're going to show it in Beijing time. It's just the translation is a little off. Please note that during the health code expiration period, before boarding with the airline inspection, and carry with you nucleic acid test negative proof paper original. So they're saying make sure you have the original paper with you too. For more information, please click on the Chinese Citizen Nucleic Acid Testing Certificate Declaration FAQ. Now this is the part where it's important to me and other foreign citizens. Now check this out. Foreign citizens are required to apply for a declaration of health status. Foreign nationals should, at the first time of avoiding 24 hours prior to boarding, a valid passport information page, a negative proof of nucleic acid testing, and a scanned copy of the applicant's signed English version of the statement of health status. Send, mail, or submit to the corresponding embassy and consulate in the U.S. in accordance with the territorial area of the testing institution, or submit the application online to the corresponding embassy and consulate in the U.S. Now, this is a lot of things, and I'm sure this video was a little boring, but it's very important, I think, so I hope you found this information to be useful. Well, at least as useful as I found it to be, because I'm dying to get back into China. So that's all for today. I hope I don't make another video as boring as this. And if you do want to check out the original article, I'm going to post it in the details. And I'm also going to post the entire translation in the detail section of this video. So if you did make it this far, thanks for watching and listening. Especially listening to my terrible reading off of a teleprompter kind of sound. Well, thanks, and catch you on the next one.